Alright guys, today I'll be giving you a review of Lake Compounce in Bristol, Connecticut. This park has 5 credits and some pretty good flat rides. So in this review, I'll be giving you everything you need to know before you go, giving you my thoughts on the place. So let's start off with the rides, and more specifically the coasters. They've got a pretty good collection of them for a park with only 5 coasters. Their star here is obviously Boulder Dash. It's won the Golden Ticket Award for Best Wooden Coaster countless times now. And while I don't think it's quite that good, it's still an amazing ride, still a top 4 wooden coaster for me. It has great pacing, flies through the woods, and that's something you're going to notice about this park is it's heavily wooded, and Boulder Dash uses that to its full potential, going up and down the mountain. There actually used to be a sky ride here that went up and down the mountain, but due to an accident that closed. But Boulder Dash is still here, and it's the main reason you want to go. Their other coasters are Phobia, Zoomerang, Wildcat, and Kiddie Coaster. Kiddie Coaster is, of course, a kiddie coaster. Wildcat is a brutally rough wooden coaster. I'm not normally bothered by roughness, but I could definitely tell it was there on this one. So if you're bothered by roughness, maybe skip this one. Other than that, the layout's really stupid as well. I didn't find any airtime, no positives, no really strong laterals. So overall, this is a huge disappointment. But they have 2 okay steel coasters to make up for it. They got Zoomerang, which is actually the smoothest boomerang I've been on, even smoother than the ones with the vest restraints. And then, of course, you got Phobia, Premier Ride, Skyrocket 2, and this has lap bars. Yes, no comfort collars, none of that crap, just good old lap bar during that Heartline roll. Oh man, you get some great hang time, and the views on this thing are incredible, looking out into the mountains. And if you look to the left, the water, that's such a good view. And seeing that while you're upside down is amazing. And then the rest of the layout is normal Skyrocket 2 goodness. So now let's move on to the flat rides. They have a normal collection of spinning and pendulum rides, nothing too crazy. The few that are good here, they've got Downtime. This is an S&S drop tower. It actually has like this kind of cool ringing sound before you drop, and it's kind of funny because I didn't see it go down once during my visit, so it's kind of a bad name for it. They have an S&S Scream and Swing here. They got a really bad set of flyers, like these are hysterically bad. You cannot get any height on these things. Trust me, I tried my hardest. I used my own technique that I showed off in my flyers video, and you can't do anything on this thing. I got definitely a lot higher than everyone else, but still, you could probably go higher on the Seabreeze flyers by letting the fin just not move than trying to snap on these things. They've also got a water park. I haven't been to the water park in 6 years, so I don't really remember what it's like. I know they had one good slide in a lighthouse. I think it's called Lights Out. And it's a great body slide. It was fast. It was smooth from what I remember. What I saw, it had a huge line. They also have this Venus Vortex slide. It's a lot like Wahoo Wave at Six Flags Darien Lake or any of those half-pipe slides, but it looks like a Venus flytrap. So, I mean, it looks cool, so it gets bonus points for that. And overall, the water park's pretty mediocre from what I remember. And there's really not a lot of shade there. That's the one area that could definitely use some shade. But there's countless trees everywhere around the rest of the park. It's great. They've also got a good log flume and a river rapids ride, which you can barely get to. It's decent, but I don't think it's worth going all the way out to it because it's a long haul back there. But on that pathway to the River Rapids ride, you have a great view of Boulder Dash. I mean, that's the best place to get shots easily of Boulder Dash, is right there on that pathway. You can see it on the return run really well. And you get a great view of the lake as well which is really nice always to look at that. So overall, the park atmosphere is great here. I definitely like the woodsy feel, but something I do not like is that I saw a bit of trash on the ground, kinda. So maybe they just need to deal with that and it would be fine. But yeah, it kind of felt like a pretty Six Flags park in a way, if that makes any sense. So I don't know. Another thing that kind of felt like a Six Flags park was the food. The food here is definitely not good. I had like chicken tenders and fries, and it was pretty bad. I mean, I ate it. It wasn't terrible, but it definitely wasn't the best thing I've had, that's for sure. I think Six Flags New England food is even better, and that's very mediocre. So, food here isn't great, but what you can find are pretty short lines for the steel coasters, but weirdly enough, the Woodies get absolutely slammed. Usually, I feel like the GP like the big gimmicky steel coasters more, but no, I guess here they like the Woodies, which really sucks because I would have loved to marathon Boulder Dash, but I only got 4 rides on my most recent trip, which I still got a good grasp on the ride with 4 rides, but I would have loved to have gotten more. And I think that really comes down to the one train ops here. Of course, for Zoomerang and Phobia and the Kitty Coaster, you're going to have one train ops because Zoomerang and Phobia are shuttle coasters, and you're not going to have 2 trains on a Kitty Coaster unless you're Sesame Place with Vapor Trail. But on Wildcat and Boulder Dash, they should be definitely running 2 trains, especially Wildcat, because those are only 7-row trains for some reason, so 14 people per cycle, assuming you're filling up every seat, which if you have any single riders like myself, then you're not going to be. So less than 14 riders a cycle, that's really bad for a ride this popular. And Boulder Dash, same thing, 24 people per cycle max. And again, the line was out of the entrance at one point, so would have been really nice to have had 2 trains on that, especially since Boulder Dash is a really long ride. So I guess the way the park's operated isn't quite my favorite. It's got charm. It's got great potential. They also have a dark ride I forgot to mention. It's kind of like Boo Blasters at the Cedar Fair parks. It's nothing too special, but I would have liked to seen this park just run a bit better, you know? Run more like a SeaWorld park or something, more than a Six Flags park. I know Parques Reunidos owns this place, and I haven't heard the greatest things about their other parks. So, yeah, that's probably why this place isn't run quite the best. But overall, I still definitely like this place, would definitely recommend it if you're in New England, mainly for Boulder Dash. But I'm going to be real with you. If Boulder Dash wasn't there, I probably wouldn't recommend this place. So they should probably step up their game and like operations and all that stuff to get a better review. But for now, these are my thoughts on it. But let me know what you guys think of Lake Compounce down in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.